Here it is, guys, a no gift policy, and you know what that means, right? No under the table, no funny business. We are at the tax office here where we pay our land tax. And welcome to the Naked Guru vlog. That's just Damo there in the distance, walking like a duck. So, disclaimer, these are just my opinions and the opinions of people that comment on this channel. I'm not a legal professional in any capacity. Don't take consultancy from me. I'm just a dude in a hat at the land tax office. And so today we're here to pay tax on 17 rai of land. And let me just start off with the amount that it costs for the tax of all that land. Every year, the tax that we have to pay is 33 baht. It almost seems a bit of a waste of time to come all of this way just to pay like 33 baht for the whole year for 17 rai of land. I'll put that in acres down here. I think we pay about 10 baht a month to have our bins collected, and they'll be collected once a week on a Wednesday. So I think that's a bit different in the UK. Maybe you can get them collected daily, I'm not sure. But I'm sure that the council tax that you pay to have those bins collected is much higher in the UK than it is here in Thailand. Of course, staff are more expensive for collecting your bins. It's going to be more expensive to do that. The network maybe is some more sophisticated. The thing I was considering as well is tax for health insurance. Like, it often gets commented on this channel like, oh, you know, we have the NHS in the UK. I can only speak for the UK. Of course, the US system, I believe, is very, very expensive when it comes to healthcare. But in the UK, they say we have the NHS. And through my experience here, I found that all Damo's family, and the Thai people in our village, they all get free healthcare anyway. There's a social security system here in Thailand that's, as far as I'm aware, and I'm a part of as well, by the way, so I actually get free healthcare through it as well. The social security system involves many Thais paying 600 baht, maybe 1,000 baht a month, which comes out of their paycheck, and then some employers pay half of it, sometimes too. And if they've got social security, they're covered in many government hospitals and in some private hospitals too. In fact, we have a family member that I won't go into too much detail about, but we have a family member that has had to have a serious operation just last week, and because she has social security, the whole operation was covered, and some major treatments are coming up for her, and they're also going to be covered on the social security system. So you notice we have some kids on the farm as well, and kids under 12, they're just waving at me over there, kids under 12 get free healthcare at the majority of the local hospitals for serious ailments as well. And on top of that, it's not that the kids have to pay for healthcare, but the Thai government give the family 600 baht per month for every child, and for every elderly person they also get 500 baht per month. So it's not a lot. This is what it comes to here. However, the government sends that, so Yai, Damo's mum, gets and her dad each get 500 baht a month, and each of the children get 600 baht per month sent from the government, and they all get free healthcare. So the elderly and the under 12 kids all get free healthcare through the system. And then all those that are working through the social security system, as I've said, they use the social security and they get access to private hospitals and whatnot. So you have this whole system where the tax is quite low for most Thais. Like, the tax levels are quite low. Of course, the salary levels are low as well, so you have to take that into account. But you have this system where, in effect, just like in the UK, you would go to the hospital to the NHS, you can go to the hospital here. Also, the monks, they're treated, this is all my personal experience, by the way, so don't get your knickers in a twist if it's not your experience. Please share your experience below if you've had a different experience, and other people will be happy to read it. But the monks, when Uncle Monk had a serious condition, like he was passing away and is at the end of his life, he actually went to a private hospital, and the bill was 40,000 baht, but the government paid half of it for monks. So they paid 20,000 baht. And I should mention that there is a small fee when you go and you're not using the social security, you're using the healthcare system here. It's 30 baht. And I believe there are extra charges if you have like a serious accident and you don't have social security. I believe there are extra charges, but it is quite cheap here. And it also raises the question of, like, what are the hospitals actually like, though? You know, what are the hospitals here like? And if you've never been to Thailand, you might have an idea in your head that there's some kind of like military field hospitals, with no equipment, no special equipment, and not very clean, and flies everywhere or something. But because that's the impression I get from some people that comment on this channel, that they think that Thailand is that backward. Many of my subscribers are long timers, or have been coming to Thailand a long time. They've been in the hospitals here, and they are 90% of cases immaculate, with very low waiting times, and they have all the necessary equipment, MRI, CTs, most of the equipment that you would require, chemotherapy provision here. Although this doesn't go for all expats that are on the private insurance, the costs end up racking up. I'm talking mainly for Thai citizens. Again, I've used the social security system here myself, and got free healthcare for my basic needs, but I also do have a private insurance plan that I pay into every year to cover me, mainly because if I got really sick, like something more serious, I would want to go to a private hospital, and really the bulk of the money, from what I can see, goes to your room every night in that private hospital. So if you want a really nice room, it'd be like 4,000, 5,000 baht a night, maybe a little bit less than that, again, don't quote me, but my insurance will cover up to that. So you don't want to be like in with other people, you want to be like in a private room with your family, that kind of thing. That's what I would want if there was a very serious like end of life situation. I don't think I want to be around like loads of strangers and chaos. I think I'd prefer to be in a private room. So I have a private health insurance too, but even if I didn't, I'd be covered on social security, and my wife's covered on social security as well, and my kids are too. So I thought it was quite interesting to kind of come along and tell you a little bit about my experience with paying this land tax, which we're here to do, for 33 baht, which is, I just think is crazy. I mean, some Americans will find this even more crazy, that it's 33 baht for land tax, because as far as I'm aware, and I don't know the intricacies of American politics, but as far as I'm aware, that land tax in America can be quite high. And so here to be paying like 33 baht for 17 Rai is cheap, it's cheap. And it's also been interesting to compare all this when I look at my home country, of how people are taxed in various ways, income tax and housing tax and all these other taxes, and how much they are kind of actually paying to the system for what they get out of it. There is a good argument to say that the UK health system is better than the Thai health system, and ergo it's kind of worth it. But I believe these days, from a lot of comments that I get from subscribers, that actually there's long waiting lists and some real problems over there. So like a lot of people wouldn't know here as well, that the farmers receive 1,000 baht per Rai per year from the government. So they actually get paid, once you kind of deduct the tax, they're actually net positive in what they make here. So it's often joked by some Thais as well, like it's like a running joke that Buriram and the farming areas, they get everything before the city. It's almost like the country places more importance on the rural areas than the city. It's a bit of a running joke, and it was a running joke through when they legalized marijuana and stuff. This is one of the first places it was legalized, and they often get a lot of free stuff, and a lot of stuff is like aid and stuff is sent out to the rural areas first. It's a bit of a running joke here, from what I understand, between Thais. It does make you wonder though, like in my home country, in the UK, what they do with all the money. Are things just that expensive, or do you think a lot of it is just like squandered? Just kind of pissed up the wall kind of thing. When Damo told me, okay, the land tax is due, I'm thinking, oh no, what are we going to have to pay here? Like, what's this bill going to be? And then when she said 33 baht, I said, well, I've got to jump on and tell my subscribers about this. Because I guess unless you lived here, like a lot of vloggers, they vlog in and out the tourists, right? Unless you lived here, you wouldn't really know that this is the case. And I guess it's food for thought, especially if you're thinking about having a family in Thailand and you're getting your kids land. You're thinking about buying land for your kids, which is what I think about. Not so much for me, it's for my kids, and I want to make sure that they've got land in the future. Let me ask Damo. So we're just saying, how much is the land tax here?
33 baht.
33 baht. What about our farmhouse land? That little farmhouse we got, do we have to pay tax on that or not?
2 baht.
2 baht. So the farmhouse that we got is 2 baht per year, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, per year.
And I was just saying, just to confirm from a Thai as well, if your dad went to hospital now would he get free treatment?
Yes.
What if he crashed his motorbike? Would he get free treatment?
No.
Not for an accident?
Yeah, not for accident.
And what if it was just like sickness? Just normal sickness?
We pay 30 baht.
30 baht?
Yeah, you can use when you go to hospital. You can tell them like you're going to use like 30 baht policy, that what most of Thai people they use, especially in rural. Or you use social security. Like if you pay for
Like
social security.
your sister that works now for it's like a Japanese import company, right? Yeah, if she got really sick, like it was end of the line sickness, would she use her social security and get free healthcare?
Yeah.
So she wouldn't have to pay anything?
No, she don't have to pay anything. And also social security is good for you. Like if you're pregnant, like that will cover all the cost. And also you like 3 months off and you still get salary.
And how much does she pay in social security every month?
I think it's about like 1,500, but she only pay half and the company pay half.
Yeah, so it's around 750 baht each.
Yeah.
Half from the company, half from her,
Yeah.
And that covers her. She doesn't need private health insurance. Why do Thais get private health insurance then?
If you want the better room, but the rooms, you still have to pay the room for the room. But social security, they not cover the room.
Right, so they just cover the treatment.
Yeah, cover the treatment, but you pay extra for the room. But most of people, they use health insurance because they want the room, with
A nice room.
nice room in a private hospital.
And when we talk about nice room, guys, I'm talking about like five-star room, like a suite room with a sofa and TV and everything, right? Some of the rooms are really nice. Like they offer executive level rooms, 5,000 baht per night, which is like super nice, yeah?
That is super expensive private hospital, but we don't need that.
I was also saying that each of the kids at our farm, they get 600 baht a month, right?
Every kid in Thailand, when they're born, they get 600 baht a month until 6 years.
6 years old. And your mum and dad get 500 baht a month?
And older people, 600 baht a month.
600 baht a month, if they're over 60.
Over 60, yeah.
And do your family have to pay any other taxes?
We have building tax in the house
How much is
tax. Like 1 baht, 2 baht.
2 baht.
Yeah, like that. And also the land tax, if you have
That's this one.
This one, and you have Chinod. And also the tax in rural, like a farming tax and condo tax in Bangkok, the city, like that, it's different. City land, different.
So in the city land, do they pay a lot more?
Yeah, of course, a
Yeah.
lot more.
So in Bangkok, you're paying a lot more.
Yeah, because they make money from that, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Commercial tax.
yeah, like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Oh yeah, how much do we pay for our bins to be collected every month?
เท่าไหร่นะ 230 baht 260 baht a year.
A year, 260 baht a year. So there you got it. I wanted to ratify that this also comes from a Thai, because sometimes I get people on the channel comment and they say, this is nonsense, like that's not how it works here. Like different provinces differ, the city Bangkok differs to Phuket, like it's all quite different, But as I say at the start of this vlog, I'm just giving you my experience and our kind of experience of how it is here. And I mean, some people won't know what I'm even on about here. They think, well, this isn't a vlog, why even talk about this? But other people go, this is absolutely shocking. Hope you found this insightful and interesting, quite different from anything else I've ever done, really, talking about the land tax. For me, I think it's been quite eye-opening in comparison with my home country. And thanks for checking in, guys.